Hello there everyone. As you can tell by the title and the thumbnail, I'm going to be redesigning some of the characters from Garten of BanBan. And I only chose two because I think that game has a lot of characters that it's going to try and introduce. And I'm like, I can't try and redesign all of those in one sitting before I go into art block and want to cry. So yeah, small selection. I went ahead and just left Opila as a flamingo, or at least I'm assuming that's what Opila is supposed to be. I have no idea, because that game is pretty darn vague with a lot of things. Some things just don't make any sense at all. Especially Opila's design, like, who would let their kids near that? This is supposed to be a daycare. Things like Five Nights at Freddy's had a good idea, like, I can see a kid actually wanting to be anywhere near that. Like the animatronics, I mean. Those had somewhat approachable designs. Except at night. Because of course. And then Josh's design. That was difficult. I went ahead and just used the motto that he has with the whole eat healthy, eat vegetables thing, and chose the strongest herbivore on the planet, the African bush elephant. So yeah, to make him look like something. And popular mascot horror games nowadays, well, yeah, some of the designs in them do resemble something. There's some characters that just don't look like anything, yet I guess they're still creepy. Like Huggy Wuggy. I don't know what he's supposed to be, but he works. I mean, more specifically, his design. And for the interior of the daycare, some of the rooms looked okay, but the one where you first meet Opila Bird, no. That is way too generic. I'm trying to be as nice as possible with the whole constructive criticism, but most kids' facilities, if they're gonna have like animals or stuff, they might actually have an environment that correlates to it so that way kids learn things. Like, ooh, this type of bird lives in this type of forest. So that's the type of design that I tried to go with for these redesigns, especially the interiors. If I were going to make a daycare and I was going to have animal mascots, I would want the kids to learn something from them. Like how flamingos live in marshes, or how elephants live in savannas. That sort of thing. Not just open room with plastic fake grass and fake plastic clouds on the walls. Yeah. I wanted the environment to fit. And also, can we talk about that minigame, or I guess quest, in Garten of BanBan where you're supposed to give Opila her eggs back? Why? Opila has legs, just make Opila stand up, and then put the eggs in the nest, and then Opila can sit down. That would make sense. At least in my mind. Not just making it overtly creepy, like shove it down her mouth. The way that I said that made it sound violent. And Josh's cutscene. I feel like if it wasn't just some oval with a smiley face on it, people would actually be a bit more scared. Like, just imagine riding an elevator, I guess, down to a dark, dark room, and then an elephant jumps on and just tears the thing right down. I feel like that would be a bit more horrifying. And Opila's design, it's creepy, but at the same time, it's way too creepy. Like, you know that she's gonna try and jack you up. Instead, the thing that most games do is they'll give the characters an approachable appearance, and then you have to remember, this is a horror game. So either that character is gonna do something really creepy, or they're about to look real scary in a second. Which is what I wanted to do with Opila. I went ahead and gave her like triangular eyes, so that way whenever you go into that one room that's right beside her, she'll turn over to look at you and just have her head pointed somewhat down, so that way when she looks up at you, it actually looks a bit more scary because the triangular shape of the eyes. That was at least my 2 cents. And I was kinda trying to be subtle with the shape language, like making Opila's mainly consist of triangles and give Josh a much more blockier build because muscles. People normally associate sharp tips with evil, yet here in the illustration with Opila, she looks, not evil. Friendly even. But whenever you do make her mad, you'll quickly see that she ain't friendly. Same thing with Josh, even though I closed his eyes. I didn't know how to draw box-shaped eyes, I'm sorry. But I'll just let the designs speak for themselves and the speed paint as well. And then I'll come back at the end of the video to talk about some of the interior design choices. By that I mean the rooms, the environments, etc. Oh, just really quickly, editor moment here. I forgot to tell you one of the things for Opila's design. I changed Opila's motto from be someone's reason to smile to something about education, because I don't think that any of the characters actually have education as something that's mentioned. So yeah, Opila's the nerd, I guess. And Josh is the jock. So there you go, if you were wondering what my thought process was. And there you have it. Here's the final designs. I hope that they still kinda resemble the characters. I know that Josh's might be a bit different because I can't tell what he's supposed to be. He might be something else that isn't an elephant. But here's the environments. Here's Opila's, a marsh with the nest far in the back. You know, like one of the mound nests that flamingos make. Yep, I wanted to make it more of a fitting room that you walk into instead of just generic kids' room. And here's Josh's, which I guess would be the one that he drags you down into. I don't know because the second game isn't out, so I'm just doing what I can. But I hope that you like the redesigns. Again, not trying to sound overly mean, but there are definitely parts that could have been done better. So, see you later, alligator.